Hi, I'm Colin Ong. I'd like to talk a bit about how we should relook at this concept of quality of life, especially in this age of COVID and the respective variants. But before that, as this recording is being done, it has been revealed that there's another new variant that has come out after Omicron, and they called it IHU. So there's a lot of people who feel that when is this going to be over, right? And I'm going to link this to economics. So those of you who do economics, I'm going to link this standard living to quality of life. So for those of you sitting for A levels, please listen up. Now, traditionally, when we talk about standard living, we talk about gross domestic product (GDP), and then you divide by population size, you get GDP per capita, and then you bring in the real GDP per capita by taking into account inflation. But I'm more concerned about talking about quality of life. And the fact of the matter is that COVID has divided the world almost into vaccinated, not vaccinated, unvaccinated. And within the vaccinated, they have now a term called fully vaccinated, right? So what's happening now is that there's this term called um, vaccination, different differentiated vaccination or vaccinated, where people who are not fully vaccinated are not allowed to enter or participate in certain activities. So different countries have different ways of looking at it. So now my question is, which is obvious, is if you have a health issue and that's the reason why you can't vaccinate, then what's the quality of life that you have? Is it the job of the state to find a vaccine that is suitable for you? Or should the state just say, let's use this vaccine because majority of people will not have any adverse reaction, or at least the reaction may not be too strong. So in economics, we are asking this question is what's the role of the state? Should the state just support one particular vaccine or a few vaccines, and those people who may not be able to uh, fit into these vaccines, well, they just have to live their life being deprived of perhaps even going to the library, deprived of going to shopping malls. So what's the quality of life for these people? What's the role of government? Should the government pursue R&D or fund more R&D so that we can have more vaccines, and at least one vaccine will cover these group of people? It's almost like the long tail all over again. So that's the reason why I brought in this topic about quality of life, because the traditional way of looking at quality of life does not include the vaccinated people of COVID. So I think in economics we need to have a discussion about the quality of life of people who are not able to get vaccinated. How can we as a country help them so that they don't feel discriminated or isolated? Take care.